This Black Hollywood star lit up the room with soul and passion using her gift of singing. Let's take a deeper look into the life of Mandisa Hundley. Her name may be a bit confusing to a lot of people, and some people claim that she's South African. However, Mandisa was born to American parents in California. Her mother chose a Xhosa name for her meaning sweet, and Mandisa truly was. Born Mandisa Lynn Hundley on October 2, 1976, in Citrus Heights, California. She went to American River College in Sacramento and started studying vocal jazz, and then transferred to Fisk University to study vocal performance. There, she became a member of the school's Jubilee Singers. Besides competitions, she was never really presented with opportunities to fully explore her passion and talent for music until she got older. Mandisa rose to prominence through her participation in the 5th season of the competition American Idol in 2006. Despite facing some initial criticism from Judge Simon Cowell regarding her weight when he saw her and said, "Do we have a bigger stage this year?" Mandisa's talent and confidence ultimately won over the audience. She advanced through the competition, using her vocal range and versatility with performances that ranged from gospel to contemporary pop. Mandisa did not win American Idol, but she made a lasting impression on audiences and continued to pursue her music career after the show. In 2007, she released her debut album, True Beauty, which received critical acclaim and earned her a Grammy nomination for Best Contemporary Christian Music Album. Throughout her career, she released several albums and singles that have resonated with audiences worldwide. Her music combines elements of gospel, pop, and R&B, delivering powerful messages of faith and hope. Mandisa's distinctive voice and heartfelt lyrics have earned her numerous accolades, including Dove Awards, making her one of the most successful and respected artists in contemporary Christian music. Curious about the inner lives of Black Hollywood stars? Click the subscribe button and notification bell to never miss a deep dive into their lives. Mandisa has released several albums that have achieved commercial success. Her debut album, True Beauty, was released in 2007 and debuted at #1 on the Billboard Top Christian Albums chart. Subsequent albums, including What If We Were Real and Overcomer, also performed fairly well on the charts. Mandisa has had numerous singles charts on Christian music charts, including the Billboard Hot Christian Songs chart and the Billboard Christian Airplay chart. Some of her notable singles include Overcomer, Stronger, and Good Morning. She has won several Dove Awards, including awards for Female Vocalist of the Year and Pop Contemporary Recorded Song of the Year. She has also been nominated for Grammy Awards in the Best Contemporary Christian Music category. This success is what allowed Mandisa to tour extensively, both as a headlining artist and as a supporting act for other artists in the Christian music industry. She spent most of the post-album part of her career performing at major Christian music festivals and events, as well as at churches and concert venues across the United States and internationally. Mandisa's music often carries messages of faith and hope, resonating with Christian audiences. She often takes inspiration from her own personal struggles to inspire the themes of her music. Throughout all of this success in her career, she managed to rack up a net worth of nearly $1 million. There are two novels that highlight Mandisa's relationship with God and her journey with belief, Idolize and Out of the Dark. Mandisa's book, Idolize, My Journey to Find Hope in the Battle Against Self-Esteem, is a memoir where she goes into her personal journey of faith, self-discovery, and overcoming struggles with self-esteem and body image. By exploring her personal story through heartfelt reflection, Mandisa shares her experiences of grappling with her identity, finding solace in her relationship with God, and ultimately embracing her true worth. The book opens with Mandisa's early years, where she discusses her upbringing and the influences that shaped her perceptions of herself. Growing up in a Christian family, Mandisa initially found comfort and belonging in her faith. However, as she entered adolescence, she began to struggle with her weight and body image, facing societal pressures and internalizing negative messages about beauty and worth. She struggled the most with her transition from teenagehood to adulthood. She recounts moments of triumph, such as her participation in singing competitions and her pursuit of a career in music. However, she also discusses the challenges she faced, including moments of self-doubt, insecurity, and shame. These moments started being more constant over time and eventually began to affect her sense of faith. She tried her whole life, and especially during this time, to find a way to bring her religious beliefs and her experience of life together in a way that made sense to her. She shares how her relationship with God served as an anchor during times of uncertainty and self-doubt. Even though the world made her feel hopeless, she always believed that God would be able to give her a sense of worth and value, but she struggled to find that. One of the moments that almost broke her was the comment Sam made about her weight on an American Idol. She immediately began to question her sense of self and her worth. It had long-lasting effects on her, even when she had to pretend it was all okay so that she didn't jeopardize her chances at success. However, Mandisa's experience on American Idol also serves as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. Through the support of her family, friends, and faith community, she begins to confront her inner demons and embrace her true identity as a beloved child of God. As the book unfolds, Mandisa shares how her faith journey has transformed her perspective on beauty, worth, and self-esteem. She learns to embrace her flaws and imperfections as part of her unique identity, rather than allowing them to define her. Her book, Out of the Dark, is a different story, though. Mandisa's best friend passed away from breast cancer in 2014. Every single shred of progress she had ever made was suddenly undone. She struggled to understand why God would let that happen to her and fell into depression and disordered eating. The book is a testament to the power of faith, resilience, and self-love. The book chronicles her battle with depression, the journey towards healing, and the transformative power of faith and resilience. The book opens with Mandisa's raw and honest account of her struggle with depression. She reveals the depths of her despair, describing the overwhelming feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and isolation that consumed her. Mandisa shares the internal battles she faced, including doubts about her worth and purpose, as well as the external pressures and expectations that exacerbated her pain. She recounted moments of despair and desperation, including thoughts of suicide and the overwhelming sense of shame and guilt that accompanied her depression. Somehow, through all of this, she manages to refine her faith and sense of self. She shares the pivotal moments and encounters that led her to seek help and embark on a path toward recovery. From therapy and medication to spiritual practices, she had tried everything at that point, and she describes coming to a crossroads point with her faith in God. Her relationship with God was her anchor during the storms of depression. It gave her strength, comfort, and guidance. Mandisa was off the radar during this time, and one of the hardest things for her to do was come back and explain to the people in her life and her fans what she was struggling with. Through social media and public appearances, Mandisa opened up about her battle with depression, breaking the stigma and silence surrounding mental illness and inspiring others to seek help and support. This was especially significant because a lot of people feel that these topics are not discussed at length within the Christian community. By the end, she had transformed herself, and her perspective of the world grieved the loss of her beloved friend and found her faith in God again. She discovers that the experience transformed her perspective on pain, purpose, and joy. She learns to embrace her scars and struggles as part of her story, rather than allowing them to define her. Unfortunately, for as much light as she brought into the lives of many, hers was taken away too soon. On the 18th of April, at the age of 47, Mandisa passed away in her home in Nashville. Although the cause of her death is still unknown, Franklin police announced 4 days after she was found that the circumstances of her death do not suggest foul play. In addition to her music career, Mandisa is also known for her inspirational story of overcoming personal challenges and embracing self-acceptance. She has been open about her struggles with weight, body image, and self-esteem, using her platform to advocate for body positivity and mental health awareness. Like it is for many people, food was a very important part of Mandisa's life. However, it became a bigger and bigger part of her life, and she started to feel that she was losing control of it. In her years struggling with an eating disorder, she gained weight and suffered from low self-esteem because of how what she described as an addiction to food was ruining her life. She decided after American Idol that she was going to lose weight and take control of her eating habits and her unhealthy relationship with food. She worked to ward off her weight loss for 3 years and even titled her album Freedom as an aspiration to the feeling she would have once she was free from her addiction. It was reported that she lost 75 pounds by 2009 and 100 pounds by 2011. However, Mandisa fell into depression in 2014 when she lost her best friend. She developed an unhealthy reliance on food for support and comfort, and gained back all the weight she had previously lost. With help from spiritual leaders and family, she managed to make a full mental recovery from this dark period. Click on this next video and expand your views on the true lives of Black Hollywood stars. What is your favorite Mandisa Hundley song?